Alright guys, so today we're doing something a little bit different. Gonna go for a bike ride this morning. As you can see, the sun's coming up, so it's gonna be a beautiful time to get out and ride along the waterfront here in Aurelia. I'm just trying to get some kilometers in for my Great Cycle Challenge Canada. That is the entire month of August. I'm raising money for Sick Kids Hospital, and my goal is to bike 300 kilometers. Now, those 300 kilometers could be mostly mountain biking is what I try and get done. There's times like this when try and get a few extra kilometers in. I guess it's kind of like road-ish riding, simply because I'm not on a dirt trail, but it's a beautiful little waterfront here in Aurelia. So I wanted to make sure that I'm going to clean my brakes apparently. I want to make sure that I can still reach that 300 kilometer goal, and this is a good way to get it in before the day even starts. So enjoy the look of the sky. If you stick around to watch, should be a beautiful little view there at the waterfront. And because there is no one else really around, certain lights I won't be following, so I apologize for that. I don't want to miss the sunset. Hear the morning doves. Still some crickets. Oh yeah, it's beautiful down there today. If any of you are interested in donating to my cause, I'll put the link in the description, or you can donate to my Great Cycle Challenge Canada campaign. Whew. I have a current goal of $1,000. Last year, by luck, I was able to raise $2,945. So I know the goal this year a little bit lower, but I had one donor specifically who donated $1,500, which is what helped me push me over that line. So can't count on stuff like that to happen all the time. But thank you to those who have already donated and those who will donate. It's an amazing cause to help Sick Kids Hospital, help kids fight cancer. So, horrible thing to have to deal with for anybody, let alone children who really need to be living life, not fighting for it. No cars. Cars, good. traffic coming through here, so we'll see. So that's why you don't just rip through them. Right there. You always gotta look. Go. There's a few docks you can go sit on the edge of or stand and get the view taken in. I'll make sure to bring us over to them. And for those of you that wonder, I did start my watch. It's very important to do that. You actually can get the kilometers clocked. Basically the challenge works through Strava. So anytime you clock an activity on Strava, it'll mark that up as an activity in your Great Cycle Challenge Canada. So this is the Aqua Theater. Actually, it was last year I saw someone playing here first thing in the morning, so I got a private show, which is awesome. There's already some people out on that dock doing yoga, so let them do their thing. As I turn back here, you'll see a bit more of the lake. And how awesome that is. Wow. Outstanding. There's geese everywhere in the morning like this. Gotta be a little more vigilant because geese are nasty. Can be anyway. Wow. Morning.
Morning.
Catch anything?
No.
Nothing yet, eh? Just do that. See if you can see it here. Wonderful colors. Just gonna grab some pictures. There you go. Good luck, my friend. I won't ride down the boardwalk because there was a fisherman there, so I want to make sure I'm not disturbing anything he's doing. A little further down, I'll jump onto the boardwalk. And normally, it's not something you're allowed to do, is riding the boardwalk here. But again, when it's first thing in the morning, there's really nobody out to disrupt with it. But it's a very fun little ride to take in the morning. Here we are at the boat launch. There's a fishing pier out this way, and that's where they usually designate a location for fishing. But I wish luck to the guy that was there doing his own thing. So this pathway here leads down and past the skate park and goes over to Tudhope Park. Nice pathway. Goes through a bit of a treat area, and then you end up at a separate beach with a pathway loop that goes around. There's a skate park here on the water. Gonna get some of that fitness in the morning. Makes the day feel pretty long, but like not in a bad sense. It's a little more uphill this way than the other way. The other way you can get going pretty fast down this trail. I do want to conserve some energy because I am going to ride Hutch Brown later today, so look for that edit coming soon on the channel. Wake up and bike things. It's good. past this building, you duck back in, and we're down towards the water again. Hope Park. It's the beach. They have a floating activity out there on your right. A lot of time you'll see the dragon boat racers out in the morning like this. Coming up to a secondary beach portion here, bit of a bay where you can see everything. Pickleball courts there. Apparently that's really popular. I don't know, I don't play. Oh wow, look at that. Holy. The lake is almost glass. That's beautiful. Let's stop and take it in for a sec. I don't necessarily go for time on this ride. Obviously in the morning, I don't really want to exert myself too much. I'd rather save it for later, especially because I have a ride later on today. So I'll just get it done. Get home, have some breakfast, have some coffee. Haven't had any of that today. Not yet. And then start my day. It'd be great. Great way to start your day. Some physical activity in the morning, like, it just gives you a bunch of energy. It sucks to wake up sometimes. I know my wife always gives me heck for saying I'm no good with mornings, because I am not good with mornings, but there's certain things you dedicate yourself to. Once you do it a few times, it definitely pays off. For me, the motivation of getting to my 300-kilometer goal and hopefully surpassing it, that's a good motivator to get up. And when you see one of those sunrises, you go, oh, okay, now I know how good this morning thing can be. So for those of you looking to get into mountain biking, if you found my page by just looking at what the trails are, it's really great. And this is a fantastic way to really get like the cardio in, because mountain biking, I think the most stark thing I saw at first, or experienced, was just being out of breath so quickly, and then your recovery time when you're out of breath, how long it takes for you to get back to a state where you can go again. Spin classes were fantastic for learning and training your body how to recover quicker. You know, you do Tabata style workouts, which range anywhere from 30 seconds on as hard as you can to like 10 seconds rest. But the spin teachers really help guide you through it. Spin instructors, sorry. So the alternative to that, if you really are worried about classes, is just getting out and then find places to push yourself. You know, I said I'm not going for time, but there are certain sections that are marked out within Strava, and if you just kind of feel good, push really hard, and you'll get through that section and try and get a personal record if you can. So if you're getting into mountain biking, doing these types of rides just around a loop that you can repeat again and again is going to really improve your ability to climb and ride your mountain bike on trails, even though you're on something quite flat and paved. Picking something with some hills will build you some challenge. Another tip you can do there, obviously, going up a hill on a bike is going up a hill on a bike. Bumps are just the additional fun part of mountain biking. So this way, as I said, goes a bit more downhill. So I'll probably try and end up getting some speed. I usually try and get my max speed on this section here for the whole ride. Already warmed up, so fun. Big old orange sunrise there. See if I can get us to a spot. We can get a good view of it. Wow. Hey, morning. Wow. Look at that. Yeah, love me a sunrise, that's for sure. Morning. All right, so this way. So now, because I live just north of downtown, the main strip here, Mississauga, is the climb home. It's not like an immense amount of incline, but it's certainly enough that you know you're going up a hill, that's for sure. Let's see if I can do this. Once there's traffic, I don't bother running a light. It is the morning. people aren't really paying as much attention, I don't think. Personally, I know that some people would be distracted eating, drinking coffee, anything like that, so you gotta be safe if you're out riding. That said, I will ride on the road. Get a gear behind us so this climbs so we can face. Just up from downtown, come to Victoria Park, over this way. Hey. All these homes would be about 1920-ish. So they're century homes, but the cool thing about those is as much as they are similar styles of home, you get a lot more variation than you do in newer neighborhoods where it's kind of like A, B, or C cookie cutter home. Not to mention over the years, people add additions. So some of these homes can be very different. Last little climb to get home. All in all, 11 kilometers. Not bad for being done before 7 a.m. All right, well, I just live down this way, so thank you guys for watching. I appreciate that. Hope you guys all have a fantastic day. See you in the next one.